I love you. No, really, I do. Now, when people say those three magic words, right, we often get a wrong idea, or we often attribute it to saying it to a special someone, right? But the thing is, that can't be further from the truth. What if I want to say it to just any someone else? Do they get the wrong idea? Am I getting something wrong? What's the big deal here? Why do we associate three words that are supposedly can be used anywhere, but we limit its use to just a particular person in our lives? I find that ridiculous. So if I were to say I love you to someone that I care about, say my partner, that would be me saying it with the intention of showing that I care. But what if I wanted to just tell it to a good friend of mine who I coincidentally also love? Do I use a different word instead of love? What else do I say? What can I do, really? How do I tell them that I love you, but I don't love you? Of course, when we speak, we just use those different changes in tone to imply that we mean love a different way. But my friend, the fact that we are putting levels to love is just plain wrong. The truth is, love has no boundaries. Love has no levels. Love cannot be quantified. Love cannot be measured. You can't put a price tag on love. You can't put love in a beaker and measure how much of love there is and chug it down and say, no, you can't do any of that. Love is all encompassing. There is only one word for love. That's love. You either use it or you don't. There is only one meaning for love. And if you have the wrong definition for love, I'm here to educate you. One thing I particularly despise, like I said earlier, when people limit the use of the word love to a special occasion or a special person or a special object. They attach the value of the word love to an intrinsic emotion which you feel. You see, that's attachment. Now, when you put love and attachment together, my friend, that ain't love. That's just attachment. You just emotionally have a bond with this person or thing. That's attachment. That ain't love. True love has no attachment. That's one thing. Another thing is, when you say you love someone, deep down you have some sort of expectation from that love bond. So if you love someone, you know that you expect something from them in return. That expectation is sort of there and you kind of assume it's normal to have. If you love something, you expect that thing to work as it should, right? Wrong! Love has no expectations. If you love someone or something, there should be no expectations. That's number two. What real love is that there is no attachment and there is no expectation. That's true love. Now, for the ease of understanding, I'm going to differentiate love in two ways. Love and true love. Love, this is what we all know and are familiar with, or should I say, we think we know. This is true love. This is the true meaning of love, which I will explain a lot in this video. So really, what is the difference between love and true love? Love, I'm sorry to say, is just wrong. Or at least our understanding of it is wrong. Our perception of it is wrong. The way we see, perceive, feel, and do something with it is just wrong. True love, on the other hand, that's love. That's what love is meant to be. That's what love has always been. That's what love will always be. A powerful force that drives everything and gives so much passion and emotion. And boy, it's just love. I have no other way to put it. That's true love right there. That's the power of true love. It makes you speechless. Now, I was saying earlier that true love is love without expectation and without attachment. What do I mean by that? You see, you can love without attachment and without expectation. When people say they love something or love someone these days, there's always some form of attachment and some form of expectation holding the true meaning of love down. And what I mean by that is love with attachment. It means you are attached to this person or thing just because you want it to be in your life. You want it to be a part of your life. Why I say that's not love? Because without love, you still have the attachment. However, without attachment, you can still have love, and that is the true kind of love. As for expectation, you can love something without expectation, but without love, and if you have only expectations, that's not healthy, and that's certainly not love. You can love without expectation, which means you love something just because. You love for the sake of love alone. That is true love. Loving without attachment, loving without expectation. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's the truth. People don't like that truth because it's so hard to make it a part of their lives. It's so hard to love something purely without any attachment to it. Because when you love something, like if you love someone, you say that I can't live a day without this person in my life. If you have expectations in the love, you expect that person to do something for you, to do things for you, to make you happy, to give you the things you want. That's not right. That's not what love is. There's attachment, there's expectations. True love is free of these things. There is no attachment. Whether a person or a thing is in your life or not, love still exists. Love will never change. It will never become more or less. Love without expectation. You do not expect anything from that person or thing. Whether the person or thing is present or absent, that will not change the amount of love you have for it or them. That's true love. Now, I just pointed out a truth that I believe everyone in the world should know. I think love is a human right. Love is part of what makes us human. We have the ability to be compassionate, to be kind, to be loving, to be caring. We have love. We have the ability to live in it, to spread it all around us, to be in it, to be love itself. That is one of the most special things about being a human being. We can do that. We can be love. But the only way for us to do that is to love without expectation and to love without attachment. That is a tough ordeal for most of us. But trust me, when you are able to let go of all your attachments and love for the sake of love alone, and if you are able to love without having any expectations and love just because the feeling of love is right there, because you do not expect anything in return, again, loving for the sake of love alone, that is when you will experience true love, and that is when you will know what true love really means. Again, I know it's really, really hard to put into practice, but always, as always with many other things, start small. Lose attachment to some small thing in your life. Lose some sort of expectation with the little things in your life. From there, work step by step. Go to something bigger. Go to people you care about. Remember and constantly remind yourself that if you love something or someone, and if you have some kind of attachment to them, meaning a good example would be to just think of, if I get emotionally overwhelmed if something were to happen to someone or something, that's attachment. If I'm getting overwhelmed because something happened to my laptop, for example, it means I'm attached to my laptop. I'm sad that something happened to it. If I love something, I wouldn't be overwhelmed. I would be upset, yes, but I would not be overwhelmed. I would not be devastated. I would not be disappointed and super upset that it brings my whole self-esteem down. No, but I use that love to do what I can with it. I nurture it. I fix the laptop. I do something with it. I don't call it a useless laptop. Oh, it's not working. That's just rubbish. That's not love. That's attachment. And that rage that we feel because it's not working, that's expectation. We expect it to work perfectly, and when it doesn't, all hell breaks loose. And you tell me, is that really love? So start small. This is something that is incredibly hard for us to change because it's something that society has imprinted on pretty much everyone. I mean, I could point fingers and blame people. I mean, social media, media portrayal, famous people. I mean, influences come from all over the place, and they have tilted, shifted, and completely turned upside down the true meaning of love. And we've all got it oh so wrong. But I hope what I've said here today, I hope this truth about what love really is can change us, and so that we will finally be able to love for what it really, truly is. Boundless, unconditional, true and pure love. That's what love is. It's about time we changed love to true love and make sure there is no distinction between the two. There are no levels of love. You cannot measure love. Love is only one or there is nothing. You either love or you don't. There is no in between. And I just hope that you learned something today. Start small, work your way up, be a loving, kind and compassionate person. And trust me, when you start doing that, you will see the change not only in yourself, but everything and everyone around you. People will feel the love that you are radiating outwards from yourself. And that's when you know that you have become love. So once again, I love you guys. Each and every one of you. You're amazing, you're beautiful, and now you know exactly what it means.